लखनऊ की टीम इकाना स्टेडियम में प्रवेश कर रही है। आज लखनऊ की टीम अभ्यास करेगी। यहाँ पे मौजूद दर्शक टीम का इंतज़ार कर रहे थे। क्या नाम है आपका?
अमर मिश्रा।
कहाँ से आए हैं?
मैं सीतापुर यूपी से आया हूँ।
अच्छा, किसका सपोर्ट करने आए हैं?
मैं आरसीबी कोहली का सपोर्ट करने आया हूँ।
आप रहते तो यूपी वाले हैं
जी,
तो लखनऊ की टीम का क्यों नहीं?
लखनऊ की टीम का सपोर्ट भी है, बट कोहली की बात ही अलग है। कोहली जहाँ होता है उसकी वो चीज़ ही अलग है, तो इसलिए दिल से कोहली का सपोर्ट है। वैसे तो लखनऊ का सपोर्ट है।
अच्छा, लखनऊ की यहाँ लगातार 7 हार हो चुकी हैं, तो आप सपोर्टर हैं कोहली के, लेकिन लखनऊ की भी टीम का सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, तो कल जीतते हुए किस टीम को देखना चाहते हैं?
देखिए, जो डिज़र्व करता है जीतना वो तो जीतेगा ही। बाकी जो हमारा सपोर्ट वैसे तो कोहली को है, बट मैं चाहूँगा कि जो लखनऊ सुपर जायंट्स है, जो कि मेरी होम टाउन टीम है, जो कि लगातार हार रही है, वो जीते। मैं ये चाहूँगा।
कोहली के प्रशंसक इकाना स्टेडियम के बाहर मौजूद। ये जो आपने बैनर बनाया है कितने फीट का है?
ये 350 स्क्वायर फीट का है।
कहाँ से आए हैं आप लोग?
शिकोहाबाद।
अच्छा, तो आप लोग कोहली के फ्रेंड हैं?
यस सर।
कल कोहली को देखने आएंगे आप लोग?
जी, आज ही देखने आए हैं वैसे तो
आज तो वो गाड़ी से निकल जाएंगे, फिर कल
अंदर जाने का ट्राई करेंगे।
तो वो तो बिना टिकट के तो
अब कहते हैं ना, उम्मीद पे दुनिया का है। मैं तो बस।
तो क्या आप लोगों ने टिकट खरीदे हैं?
टिकट तो है, टिकट है, भाई नहीं आएगा टिकट। ये
मेरा स्केच नहीं जा पाएगा ना।
इसके नहीं आएगा।
अच्छा, तो इस स्केच को बनाने के लिए कितने दिन की मेहनत लगी?
इसको लगभग 2 महीने लगे हैं बनाने के लिए।
2 महीने
हाँ
लगे।
जी।
इसके पहले भी कहीं ले गए थे कि सीधे लखनऊ ही लेके आए हैं?
इसको मैं 2-3 जगह ले जा चुका हूँ। दिल्ली ले गया था मैं, लखनऊ ही 2 बार लाया हूँ सर।
तो देख सकते हैं लखनऊ में कोहली के फैन मौजूद हैं।
कोहली से मिल
as a team how we want to play and how we can improve. Obviously, you said now that we got pulled out in the boundary a couple of times, but not going into too much detail. We're always looking as a unit how we can improve, and the trend in the tournament how we can capitalize that. So the conversations have been in line with those things. Our focus is now on this next game, that's LSG, not looking too far beyond that and not looking back. We play tomorrow against LSG and we're going to do whatever it takes to win the next game. So, there will come a time to start thinking about top 2 or something like that, but at the moment, like I re-emphasized a couple of minutes back, we just focused on the LSG game. All of us can see how the table is panning out. So we can't be distracted by what's happening with other teams. We can only focus on what we want to do. And the task we have on our hands as of now is the game against LSG tomorrow. So we'll play that tomorrow, try to get maximum points, and then we'll see where it takes us from there. I think we pride ourselves on adapting and assessing the conditions. That's what RCB pride us. We played the final last year. It was a slightly tacky pitch. We ended up scoring 250 runs this year against CSK, but people forget how hard the wicket was to bat on the first 6 overs. So as a batting unit, as a squad, we really pride ourselves on our ability to assess and adapt to conditions. So we don't believe that we have one style of play. I think our style of play hinges on being able to adapt and assess. That's another option. And then we have 4 places. So the way we structured, we don't look at conditions to make too many changes. We're happy with the way our squad is right now, and we try to adapt on what we see tomorrow.
One final question.
Yeah. See, obviously, Ritesh hasn't started as well as he'd like or we'd like, but again, we look at the bigger picture. We've been supporting him, and he himself, he's a very sorted individual. He knows it's not by chance he's played for the country, and he's been part of IPL squad for so long. He played an integral part for us also last year. Ritesh is a very proactive thinker. Is constantly looking to improve himself. again to Hitesh from us, and himself is very aware that what is it that he can do to help the team in any situation he goes in. That's what he's been focusing on, and that's what we've been trying to provide for him in training sessions.
First of all, good afternoon, everyone. I think it's a good question. I think it's a fantastic wicket. A couple of years back, 3-4 years ago, it was turning quite a bit. But I think it's in the last 2 years, it's been an outstanding surface. What makes it different, I think, is the size of the ground. There's always, your smaller side is still big compared to a lot of other grounds around the country. And if you look at the stats, in terms of six hitting, it's the least amount of sixes hit here. So you just need to be aware of that and maybe just play in a slightly different way. The boundaries will happen, but what can happen is that you can get caught up in what's happening in other games around the country, get into boundary mode and end up missing out a lot of ones and twos that make up the bulk of the scoring here as well. So we've all got a responsibility to our brand. We've got a responsibility to the people in our change room. We've got a responsibility to our owner as well, to make sure that even though the playoff chances might be slim, we've still got a lot of pride to play for. There's a lot of individual pride and pride as a group. So there's a lot of things to play for, not just the fact that it's tough to qualify from now. There's a lot of pride to play for. There's a lot of people, a lot of younger people that also may get opportunities going forward that the group has a responsibility to make sure they get the best platform to perform as well. Yeah, I'm not a selector. I don't know what they're thinking, but I can tell you he's right up there with the best Yorker bowlers in the group right now. So he's been doing a lot of work. He's a good batsman as well, but I'm not a selector, so I can't give you the proper answer on that. It's not this year. It's a tough place to come and play cricket. There's a nice fast wicket and a very big ground, and you need to find a formula in how you're going to play here. Maybe we haven't done that in the last couple of games, but we have looked long and hard as to what is the formula to play at a corner. It's not easy just to come here and play like you would at a small ground. You need to have a different approach. So we haven't quite nailed it, and that also we owe the fans some good performances as well. So.
अगर आप ये वीडियो YouTube पर देख रहे हैं तो हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबाना ना भूलें। अगर आप Facebook पर ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं तो हमारे पेज को लाइक करें।